We're running and gunning and saying our thoughts, though we have different minds. At the same time, we bring what's up to help your mind grow in the mental. Give knowledge with advice plus all essentials. So if you haven't heard, then act like you know. It's the Runner and Gunner Show. Runner and Gunner Show. The Runner and Gunner Show. Gun.
Hello, ghouls and critters out there. We are here for you this Monday morning, first Halloween special edition of the Runner Gunner Show.
Why wouldn't you just eat? Just kidding, everybody. It's me, Gunner, here to tell you the spooky, spine-chilling story of murder and death.
Death and murder.
Suspense.
So welcome to the Runner and Gunner special first Halloween edition. First out of the 4 we're going to give you this month. And this first story will be about...
you 4 Halloween episodes this month.
And what will the first special be about?
Well, our first special, as you know, as we talked about earlier, is about...
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
The murder of John Lennon.
It's too spooky for me, man. I got to go in my house. I'm sorry.
So the story goes...
If you're scared, go get your mama.
That one cold, bleak, winter New York day...
Thunder and lightning struck.
A man devised in his heart that he would take a life.
This is a carjacking.
Oh, shoot.
What is in your sip cup?
So anyways, as I was saying...
It was a dark and freaking stormy night.
In New York City at the Dakota.
Where?
The hotel where they filmed Rosemary's Baby, the 1970s critically acclaimed evil movie.
Jump, everybody, jump! Is that the one where they jumped off the roof or no?
John Lennon.
Is that where John Lennon jumped off the roof?
Into his room in December 1980 when
December
as he
8th,
was walking down
1980.
Into the hallway, lights, camera, action, fans all around, surprising him, jumping at him out in the public, making his life a whirlwind of mystery. On this one particular day, a man that no one knows.
Who is the mystery man?
An unknown suspect lurking in the dark drew closer to John Lennon, the fourth member of the Beatles, or the first member, depending on your perception.
Or the third.
He said, "Mr. John." John Lennon turned around, as he was already signing many autographs that night at the Dakota in a cold, bleak winter's New York day. As he looked, the streets were so puddled with pitch that he could hardly see the man standing there with an album of the Abbey Road to be signed by. John Lennon took it.
Actually, it was Double Fantasy.
It was Double Fantasy.
The brand new album that had just came out.
And he signed it.
He gave him an autograph.
John Lennon.
And he said, "Have a good day, sir."
He gave it back to him, and he said, looked into his devilish, deep, black eyes and said, "Is there anything else I could help you with, mate?"
And this is true because the guy in the interview actually said that. He said this.
He said in his mind, but he didn't verbalize with his lips. And again,
that he was
John
looking
Lennon
at his
spoke.
killer, and the killer knew.
"Is there anything else
he was looking at his killer
I can help you with, mate?" "No," he said, but his lips didn't move, and finally, uttering through the chains of his teeth, "No, sir." And John Lennon turned around. Pap! 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 The dark suspect,
just as he was walking
pulled out
backwards,
a handgun and
the gun
capped
came out.
John Lennon in the back of the head 3 times. Everybody started screaming as the killer the murderer escaped into the dark only to not ever be found. But the fans said that if they ever did find him, they would tear him to shreds. The suspect
Abbey Road up his ass.
was last seen to be a 8 foot tall mammoth of a man.
The behemoth.
With hair down to his midsection, dark, black,
Below his
long,
knees.
stringy hair. He got away.
And he just does what he please.
And John Lennon died that night in December 1980.
Woo.
After his double fantasy premiere of his new album, the comeback album, after 5 years,
which topped the
of
charts.
silence to spend with his brand new son,
The chart topping
and his
album.
beautiful remarried wife. Happy Halloween, everybody! Let's
Monday
crack
morning
Monday morning
cracks.
sip.
Yeah. Cheers. So good.
The Runner and Gunner Show.
Yeah. Oh, it's good over there. That's where we're good enough.
That's right. It's Monday morning.
Happy October
It's Halloween.
3rd.
You just heard the first of the 4-part series of Halloween special Runner
It's
and
the 4th,
Gunner.
right? It's the 3rd or the 4th. I'm freaking confused out of my mind.
Oh, shoot. What is today?
I think today is October 4th, Monday, which I thought originally, but I might just be flipping out and thinking yesterday was today.
Yeah, October 4th.
No, wait. Is
it's
yesterday
Monday,
written by Paul McCartney or...
8 a.m.
Wait a minute.
Yesterday
Okay.
is written by Paul McCartney.
That's what I meant. Yesterday was the 3rd written by... I mean,
But
back to the what
Come
we're talking
Together
about is Come Together.
as the
was
song that you just heard right
written by
now,
the
you
Beatles.
got me slappy, 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 diesel doodle. You can weasel with the... You know
And
how the lyrics
so,
go.
that song had gotten sued by Chuck Berry and his team, which was his...
Morris Levy.
the writer
Berry.
of Chuck Berry's song was called Morris Day.
Morris Day Levy.
Yeah.
And
He
the time bears
sued,
of corruption. No.
and
Morris
he
Levy.
sued because on a song called You Can't Catch Me by Chuck Berry, they say the first line of the beginning of Come Together.
And this is that song. This is Come Together. This essentially is the same song as Come Together.
They sound so similar.
If you hear it the way
The
that
lyrics-
John
the
Lennon
lyrics
sang
sound
it,
so
then you
similar.
could hear it.
The beat is way
This is the way
off.
John Lennon did that exact same song.
You see, John Lennon sings it just like Come Together.
Yeah,
But
he
that
does.
song is You Can't Catch Me by John Lennon, but it sounds super similar to Come Together.
So John Lennon probably was singing it that way in his heart from the get-go, and then when it came out to Come Together, Paul McCartney just put that iconic, fat, ripping bass line over it, as heard in the Aerosmith version of Come Together, and made history.
So,
And
is it true that he took a fat rip during the session and it was caught?
I think it's true. Paul
What
the
kind?
Womanizer.
A tokar.
No, a rip of Mary Jane.
Oh my lord.
And also, the Rolling Stones covered it, and this is how that sounds. This is personally my favorite song,
And if you listen close, you can
Of
hear
all of them.
Paul McCartney taking a fat rip.
except for Come Together, of course, is the best. She said, one and one and one
did Morris-
is three.
Morris Day
Got
Levi's
to be good
actually
looking
sue the
'cause it's
Stones,
so
or did
hard
they have
to
an
see.
agreement with that?
We come together.
That's the big question here.
They came to an agreement in,
Came together?
in the court of law in 1973, and then it didn't happen until years later. But the agreement was,
What's the agreement?
"Ya Ya Baby,"
Yeah, baby.
Angel,
That sounds
Rosie
more
and
like a-
Originals, Angel Baby, and that song that you just heard right there, "You Can't Catch Me." John Lennon had
Wait
to
a minute,
sing
Angel Baby.
all
Wasn't that an
those
oldie?
songs.
Wait.
Yeah, he had to sing Morris Levy's songs.
So,
And Morris Levy dropped the charges just like that. He said, "Deal. You're not getting sued. Sing my songs and let's do it."
sing my songs.
And as we know, John Lennon and Chuck Berry had a very amusing relationship with each other. They rock and rolled together.
Oh, yeah, they did.
As well
they
did,
did a couple
Rolling
concerts
Stones.
together also.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the
good
Stones
stuff.
too. And John Lennon actually did some things with the Stones.
live, and they all got together and made some very good classical music that we all remember now.
So there you go. Next time you hear it come together, remember that Chuck Berry sang it first.
And when you hear You Can't Catch Me, remember that Morris Day Levi's got a bunch of money because of that.
Remember, Levi's jeans also made rock and roll. Just remember that.
501s.
All right, everybody. We're here on a Monday morning. It is
Good
Monday the 4th, Halloween month. I hope you guys got your Halloween costumes. And I hope you girls have your see-through skeletons. And I hope everybody has their liquor and punch. And I hope everybody else has hands hanging out the mail drops.
Yep.
It's Halloween, everybody. Get it together. We'll be back after these messages.
After these commercial breaks.
Hey, what's up, guys? You want some Reese's peanut butter cups? They're shaped like pumpkins this year.
And I am Dracula. I love peanut butter.
Well, you don't want to give peanut butter cups to all your friends? Tell them that you have Dracula in your basement?
I want to suck your thumb.
Eat Reese's peanut butter cups. Sorry, not sorry, dweebs. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, everybody, it's Halloween.
And like you guys know, that is Jesse James.
And that was Jesse James and the
singing
Hula
the vocals.
Boos. Bebop-a-loo-wop. All right, so everyone, how could we not kick off our Halloween special and not talk about Metallica?
Metallica!
The most Halloween band that there is besides maybe Halloween the band.
They talk about murders. They talk about crazy stuff. They talk about killing. They talk about drilling in your head.
They cause
crazy loud
Damien
chords.
Eccles to murder. They cause kids to murder.
Yes. So
why do they make kids murder?
And murder.
Do they really?
I don't do that.
I don't know. The court says that they don't. And they were acquitted. I think it's a little
something more than music. I think it's a little bit of something called Born Psycho.
I think it's a little something called Michael Myers.
Yeah. It's a little bit of Michael Myers.
And I think it's a little bit of Chubby.
And it's a little bit of Born Wrong. Because they got their heads dropped by the parents. Sorry, parents.
Just like O.J. Simpson. And by the way, O.J. Simpson should replace Jason Voorhees in the next 10 Jasons or so.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, I want to see O.J. O.J. the 13th.
O.J. the 1st.
O.J. in space. O.J. 10. O.J. in space. All right, anyways.
The juice is loose.
Let's not get out the topic. So, Kill 'Em All was the very first album by Metallica. Does anybody out there remember Kill 'Em All?
What year was that released, Gunnar?
1983.
83. This was so long ago.
Songs such as Hit the Lights, The Four Horsemen, Jump in the Fire, and of course, Kill 'Em All.
Kill 'Em All.
Actually, that wasn't a song. I was just testing you if you are a real Metallica fan.
So why are they telling people to jump in the fire? What exactly does that mean?
Well, they used to have a guitar player named Dave Mustaine, and that guitar player used to tell people to jump in the fire, and he would drink tequila, and Jim Beam and have a fire mouth, and he would just yell, jump in the fire, but he wasn't meaning jump in the fire. He was just saying, hey, give me water, because my mouth is on fire. Because he already jumped in the fire, and he wanted
he drank so much
to give him water.
That when he went to the bathroom,
yes,
the flames backfire. Wait, is it called back in the fire?
So anyways,
he was backfire.
They kicked him out of the band because
he would ask for water.
They said, hey, man, we can't just have people telling others to jump in the fire, and they're actually doing it.
Yeah,
so then they came out with a little album the next year with the brand new worked out
known as a classic
album. I mean, the brand new worked out members. Oh, and incidentally, Cliff Burton, rest in peace. He was also a Kill 'Em All.
Burton, rest your soul.
He died. But anyways, on to Ride the Lightning.
That's sad.
Ride the Lightning came with new members, and if you remember, it came with Fight Fire with Fire, Fade to Black. Who was in Metallica at this time?
Who was in Metallica?
Anybody out there know? If you do,
please,
you might be a true Metallica fan.
Message us, because we have no
comment
clue.
on us. We'll get you in the show. You could be our Metallica expertise.
Guide to Metallica.
Expert. Next in 1986.
86.
The great year. It was a great year.
What a year, though,
Master of the Puppets came out, and that was a great album,
Super Mario Bros. was going big.
That had songs such as Battery. Master of the Puppets.
Well, that was a good album.
Disposable Heroes, Orion, and For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then the late great 1988 album, the last album.
The last
80s
album
Metallica fans
80s.
consider. If you're a Metallica fan from the 80s, this is the last album.
This is the
Metallica.
one that you do remember. Before, some people consider they went to pop or they kind of flipped the switch over to
Afterwards, yeah.
sell out. I don't think it's called selling out, but I think that the most successful album was the one after that. But anyways, this one is called
And Justice for All. And everybody knows it. Everyone already knew what I was going to say before I even said it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out there and you listen to Injustice for All, you remember that one was on it.
That one.
Blackened and
One is
Justice
a big
for All,
one.
obviously. The Eye of the Beholder.
To Live is to Die.
To Live is to Die. Harvester of Sorrow. The Shortest Straw.
The Ecstasy of Gold.
The whole album was great. And if you're a true
The album
Metallica
was pretty
fan,
golden.
you even know that this album was great. But then, next
here we
came
go.
out
The
Black
biggest
Album.
selling album in Metallica history.
What happened?
It's
What is
called
the reason people hate
the Black
Album?
Album. A lot of people don't like it.
That-
And
That came out with the hits such as Sandman,
it's considered now a pop album, I believe.
Sad But
Is
True.
what they call it.
Yeah, it's poppy,
And
right?
to
They
me, it's
consider it
not
a
really.
pop album?
To me, pop is more Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
I liked it.
I don't
like
even
Fade to
consider
Black.
the Beatles to be pop, to be honest.
I mean, Fade
but,
to Black. I love
but
Fade
I
to
like.
Black.
I think that album's
But
pretty
I
good.
also love Holier Than Thou and Sad But True and The Unforgiven.
The Unforgiven's good.
The music video is great. Wherever I May Roam.
Even Nothing Else Matters.
Wherever I May Roam.
Nothing Else Matters is also a
Where
good song.
I lay my head is home. Don't tread on me. Nothing else matters.
Ding 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 ding.
My
ding.
friend of misery. Yeah. So everybody, we all know these songs. If you're a Metallica fan and you hated them when they made this change, please comment us because there's plenty
Let us
of
know
you.
what
And
the
we're
hate
more
is all
interested
about.
in you than we are the fans of Metallica in the 90s. So then actually in the 90s, they came out with a couple albums called Load and Reload,
Reload and Load.
Garage Inc., and the S&M album. Which Garage Inc. and S&M
S&M.
album weren't really albums. They were kind of just like
They
live
didn't.
stuff.
They didn't really hit the charts as much as people think they should have. That were big Metallica fans.
Yeah.
So they were kind of underground, considering even though it's Metallica, they just weren't as well known as the prior albums.
And then
which we talked
Napster
about.
came out and ruined their lives. So in 2003, they
I know. Then they
issued-
sold. That's when they actually did sell out. But
Yeah.
I will never say they sold out, but it was a business decision. And just
Yeah.
because I don't agree with that business decision, I kind of think they messed up their musical direction. Because in the direction they were going, they could have been going a way better direction and making
Yeah,
much
they
more
could've.
money if they would have stuck with it instead of.
I actually am a firm believer that they should have merged with Napster. They should have
Exactly,
picked
that's what
up,
I mean. If they were stuck with
funded
it and
Napster,
merged.
and made Napster about Metallica being the people who
And
give
then, you know
music.
how much billions of dollars they might have
Oh, my
possibly made.
goodness. They would have been Amazon.
And, well, hopefully they're not kicking themselves in the head and they're happy with their decision, but
But when
I
you're
wouldn't be too happy.
that
But
close to the devil, good things don't ever happen. So they came out in the 2000s. They came out with Saint Anger, Some Kind of Monster, Death
Mhm.
Magnetic, and then in
and to tell you the truth,
2010,
Gunner, I've never heard of any of those three albums you just mentioned. Sorry,
it gets
sorry,
worse.
Metallica fans, but I haven't heard any of those albums. To be honest,
There's a reason I'm
I'm
not
just being
even
honest.
naming any of the songs. But in 2010s, they came out with Lulu,
Lulu.
a Hardwired,
What the hell is Lulu?
Helping
Is it good?
Hands. And then last year during the Rona, they came out with S&M Part 2. which
Whoa.
Nobody asked for.
Hey, maybe it's amazing. We don't know. I mean,
Hey, you're right.
Maybe
What am
it's
I
amazing.
talking trash?
it could
My
be
bad.
amazing.
I just fell into the loop
Yeah, I
of
don't-
anti-Metallica.
It could be good.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
tell you,
the true Metallica fans are
Gunner's a
still
fan.
tuning in.
Gunner's a fan of Metallica. I like all their stuff. I think everything's good. Obviously, they get slowed down, but I understand they had kids. They had babies and wives
And
and
that's what it does to
houses
you.
and
The family
mortgages,
stuff.
$1 million mortgages.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. I love it.
So they don't have as much time to get together and do the thing because they have to worry about their other issues. They don't have time to party as much as
Yeah.
they used to party hard and just make music all day. But then they got into this family thing. So that's what happens, They get older, they mature, and then they get their families and or whatever.
Yeah, so Kirk Hammett,
Things like that is, what takes up a lot
James
of the time.
Hetfield, Lars Ulrich,
hmm
Jason Newsted,
Yep.
and now they got the
Jason
Trejo
Boris
guy.
Newsted.
They got the Mexican guy playing bass for them now. Orale, vato.
Andale, Trejo's little son.
Kirk
Way to
Hammett
go, Trejo.
has kids, You know they all have kids. And Kirk Hammett was the wimpy one, right? But he's got 3 babies.
Not so wimpy anymore.
He ain't so wimpy anymore. James
He's the man.
Hetfield has kids, right?
Probably 150.
He's probably
that's just how many women he's been with yesterday.
I mean,
But-
claimed kids, he's got 4. He's got 4 claimed kids.
Claimed, huh?
Yeah.
So how many unclaimed?
Probably hundreds.
Well, good for those unclaimed, and for the claim, you are truly blessed as well.
Lars Ulrich, he's also
Ulrich.
57 years old, and
Wow.
he's 57 years bald. He also has 3 kids, like the
older, the bolder, the beautifuler.
Let that bald shine is what I say.
Shine it up.
And Jason
Shine
Newsted,
that.
he also
And he does have a loose head because he gets pissed easy, I heard.
kids.
He's got a cannon that fires.
Wait a minute, Jason Newsted doesn't have any kids? This guy needs to get on it.
Uh-oh.
What's he been doing with his life? Jason Newsted, dude.
Or make kids.
Your 3 other band members have 3 kids, and you don't. Either do drugs or make kids. I mean, make kids or make more kids.
Yeah.
You know, Keith Richards has
Do not do
5
drugs.
kids. Mick Jagger has 8 kids. What are you doing with your life, Jason? He said. Anyways, that was the Metallica rundown
Jason,
for
you
you.
said the Metallica
We went through all their
rundown
albums
is
here on the
now.
Runner and Gunner Show. It is Halloween.
Woo!
Runner,
The
before we
spookiest,
go to commercial
spookiest.
break, what is your absolute favorite Metallica song?
It's called Band on the Run, I believe. No, I like Nothing Else Matters, actually, even though it's from the Sellout album. And I actually like that one, and the one you just played, right? The Lightning's cool, too.
Oh,
So
okay.
I like those 2 songs the most.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite 2.
Me?
I'll put them equally top 2.
All right, and then what is your
What about
favorite?
you?
What was your favorite album?
Of
Or what
course,
was your favorite decade?
The Sellout album.
Oh, the Solid album. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
my favorite album still.
That's the
I like
closest
it.
it got
Even
to-
though the 80s, I think the 80s decade was better overall, I would say.
Yeah, their image.
But album, if you put it to one album, I'll put to that album. But to the decade 80s, yeah, I thought they were better. In the early 80s.
Their image.
Specifically, yeah. They were cooler.
They were cooler,
They're
younger, drank
Mhm.
more,
Mhm.
faster. Yeah.
Partied harder, and just the crazy times, the good fun times.
And everybody, if you're curious about Gunner's personal opinion about my Metallica favorites, go ahead and email us at
Yeah.
therunnerandgunnershow@gmail.com.
Go ahead and ask away. Anything,
Ask
we'll
away,
get back.
and
We'll get right back to you guys.
We'll have another Metallica session
as
soon.
quickly.
But
as
we
possible.
got a commercial break coming right now, so everybody.
Show the symphony how loud you can get, all right?
Don't change that tune. Don't change that channel. We'll be back to handle more after these.
Commercial break. Oh, dude, I'm so bored. I don't have anything to
there's
drink.
nothing to do. What can we drink? I'm thirsty.
Thirsty. It's summer.
Do we have any beer? It's freaking hot, man.
What's that coming out of the sky? It's
Whoa!
beer.
It's a Grolsch.
A Grolsch beer
Grolsch Pilsner beer.
with a
Has a cork top.
swing top cork in a glass molding that's unlike any other. Let's pop.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Grolsch. Great beer.
All right, everybody. Yep.
Yeah, we are back.
And if
And
you ever had a Grolsch,
Grolsch is the new thing.
Then you'll
It's
know
the
what I'm
new
talking
trend
about.
going out there.
it is so beautiful, straight from the Switzerlands or the Alpines in Europe. I don't know.
I think it's from Great Britain, actually.
Oh, yeah, from
right
Great
there has
Britain.
GB. So,
Oh, no, that means the Grolsch beer.
oh, Grolsch beer. Maybe not Great Britain.
It's from Deutschland.
Anyways, English don't know how to make anything.
Anyways, it's bomb.
we love our
Get
allies,
yourself
bro.
some if you can find them. Our city's dry.
So it's a Pilsner. We've been looking all over the damn globe for these things, and there was a little liquor store that had them, and luckily we had to grab them.
Yep. We had to grab them quick and be quick, just like our next topic of quickness. What is it, you may ask? I think you might already know. The best gun, on Call of Duty.
Oh,
All you Lennies, you might want to listen for this one. Listen here. We got the list. The very exclusive list. We got it from Zucker himself. He handed it to us in a sealed envelope, and it was sealed with gold-plated wax.
And he called us Mother Zuckers, too.
He called us Mother Zuckers
And he said, this is so
free the
secret.
kids. And I understood what he said. So here it is.
The
The
super
list.
secret edition of COD guns.
In no particular order, the 725 shotgun.
Wow, the shotgun blast. And one of my personal favorites is the AX-50 sniper rifle. So you could hide in the bushes and the trees, hit them from far.
Oh, what about the PKM light machine gun LMG?
Whoa, that's a crazy one. Just as good as the Kilo 141 assault rifle.
Nothing beats, of course, the M481 assault rifle.
Oh, yeah.
AR, the Activision Publishing Design version, of course.
And what about the Grayu assault rifle?
Also the Activision Publishing Design model.
That's a special one, yeah.
What about the final one? The Bruin MK9.
The Bruin MK machine gun. LMG. See, it costs less weight on your equipment, and you could go swiftly with it. That's why people love it, because you could run fast with it and just dump.
Still penetrate through
suckers.
that, bulletproof vest. But then the very last
of all
the
is
MP7
submachine gun.
Oh,
that
my
one hits them
goodness.
good and hits them hard.
I don't think that gun could lose any battle, to tell you the truth.
I don't think so either. They're all so these are all the best guns in our opinions in your favorite game and a lot of people's favorite games, Call of Duty.
I once heard,
personally, I don't play it, but
that they
I
had
do know their guns are special.
$40,000 competition for Call of Duty. Is that true?
$40,000.
Lenny's, tell us that there is pink rabbits out there in the form of Call of Duty. Does Call of Duty have pink and blue rabbits? Because we want to know. Tell us all the Call of Duty secrets you got. We'll be here. Next week, we're going to be talking about first-person shooters. All of them.
But does a pink rabbit listen to hip-hop?
Yeah, they do.
Is it pink hip-hop?
I think it's blue and purple.
So if it's pink hip-hop or blue or purple, then it must be the guy that sings...
Oh! Prince!
Hotel Room or whatever.
Obviously. Anyways, next week, next Monday, is another Halloween special. We're going to go. We might have someone coming in to tell us a little secret about life. We might have a special guest host that we're going to get into. But that is all next week. And
are you talking about the Sea Crypto?
Oh, we're also going to be talking about the death of John Belushi. How did John Belushi die? Ooh. Well, it wasn't just because he was too chubby.
No, it was much more than chubs.
It was much more than
sandwiches, pizzas, and submarines.
It was like ice skiing down very tall slopes.
And there's an avalanche coming right behind him.
And Dan Aykroyd is preparing the party down on the bottom of the hill.
Aykroyd had those jet skis with compact jets inside them built in. So he luckily escaped.
And Bill Murray is doing his last line ever, which was the most huge line. Huger than Richard Pryor's
Mountains and mountains.
Huger than Red Fox's lines.
Huger than Rick James.
Huge. Whoa, not that huge.
Whoa. All right, that's too big.
All right, summertime's over. Fall is here.
And
Let's
now,
give
this is
ourselves a cheers.
October 1st, and this is the 1st of October of our
2-minute rundown! All right, so what's up in the sports world today?
Baseball is just about over.
Ohtani's over.
Playoffs are about to start.
Dodgers are in.
Ohtani is out. Ohtani is still MVP.
We got Tom Brady
NFL.
killing people. We got the Gronk killing people. That's all they do.
Raiders
That's all
are
they know how to do.
undefeated, and they play tonight. So tune into that huge game, Raiders-Chargers in Los Angeles, and Raider Nation will be there, and I'll be cheering them on as well.
Also, we saw the new movie Shing Shing, and it is great. You should go watch it. It is a very great movie.
Spend your ching-ching on ching-ching. It's worth it.
And also, we have Grolsch Beers. They're back in town.
Grolsch is back in town.
Coming out.
The Grolsch is back in town.
I played some new video games, but, none come to mind right now.
We played a lot of games. The new racing game, but we already mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, we played...
how's it called? Rush? It's not called Rush. It's called the other one.
I'm sorry this is such a lackluster 2-minute rundown, but not much is happening this week.
We forgot, but all we could tell you is that, ladies, get your lingerie and get ready for the 31st of this month, because we want you half naked. And guys,
yes,
impress the ladies.
All right, I guess everybody, just chill out, because Halloween's going to be big this year. You know, everybody's been cooped in
remember,
for the last 2.
Oktoberfest also starts this month. So get your bratwurst, get your sausages, and get your beers, and get festive.
Yes.
Get out there and get big old jugs of beer and have a great old time.
Bust out
This
those
is beer
pumpkins.
season. It's time. Get your pumpkin pie.
All right, everybody. You have a wonderful day. We love you. Peace and love to everybody.
Peace, love, and
God
enjoy
bless
yourself.
You. Drive safe.
And
Get
have
home
a
safe.
beautiful, beautiful Monday.
We just want you to be happy
Fight that traffic.
and strong and fighters. All right.
All right. Beat that traffic's butts and have a beautiful Monday.
Solid.
Runners are not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lennon.